I want to know what type of nuclear material was at Chernobyl. Chernobyl is CHERNOU, yeah, something like that. That'll probably predict your typing anyway, and it'll fill it out for you. Let's see here. Who's got it? Who's got it? Doesn't say? What type? Am I gonna have to outperform y'all on an Android phone right now? Am I gonna have to get my Android phone out and show you how a search is properly done? Okay, I guess that's what you want. What type of nuclear material was at Chernobyl meltdown? Okay. Uranium 235. All right, so what's the half-life of uranium 235?
According to radioactivity.com,
Okay, here we go.
half-life of uranium 238 is 4.5 million years, while uranium 235 has a half-life of only 700 million
Okay,
years.
here we go. Uranium 235 is a radioactive substance. It has a half-life, you ready for this? Of 800,000 years. That's 703,800,000 years is the half-life of uranium 235.
And that just got released or
Yeah, so Chernobyl, and I don't want this to become a history lesson, but I know a lot of you were probably born after Chernobyl. Nuclear power plant creating energy in the former Soviet Union, and they have to, nuclear reactions, you have to control them or else they can get out of hand. So that's what happened. This nuclear reaction got out of hand. They lost control of the core, the uranium that was in there, and they had what they call a meltdown. So the core got very hot, there was an explosion, and then the uranium kind of like something really hot through butter just kind of like melted through the foundation of the building and just kind of sunk into the earth and just was down there just kind of brewing. But it threw out all this radioactive material. Not a lot of people were killed in the initial blast, but the radioactive material that was thrown out, people breathed it in and died years later. And still to this day, nobody lives within a certain radius of this reactor. So that city is just like abandoned. Look it up on your own time. There's some really kind of cool artistic photography that's been done in there where there's they basically left, everyone just left and nobody has gone back. So there's a tricycle on the side of the road that's just there with a tree growing up through it and just weird stuff that if you just left a city and everyone just kind of picked up and walked out right now, right? Backpacks would be sitting on tables and so it's just really kind of a spooky thing. But this is the half-life of this stuff. So what they did was they realized we can't do anything to really contain it. So they sent in volunteers, fire department volunteers, and they said what we're going to do is we're going to entomb the uranium-235. So we're just going to come pull up with concrete trucks and just pour concrete on top of this hole and just entomb the uranium-235. So the people who actually did that, the firefighters, it was kind of like a one-way ticket. They knew they were going in there, they were going to get sick, but someone has to do it, right? So they went in there, they entombed it. A lot of them died, if not all of them. And so to this day, it's still sitting entombed in Chernobyl. All right? But it's decaying. Slowly. Right? So just think about this. I mean, I don't want to run the math on this because that number is just really, really, really bad. Like that's a huge number. So we could find k for this, couldn't we? The way we would find k is as follows. We would run this equation, 1/2 equals 1 e to the k times 703,800,000. That's what we did before when we were using the half-life for carbon-14. We said, oh, half of it will be gone, right, in 5,730 years. But now, new substance, different formula, we're going to get a different k. Now, would you like to know what it is? I mean, I can get you the k.
Yeah.
It's going to be so small that I don't even know if my calculator will register it. Let me just run the math real quick. Here we go. It's 0.000000. That's 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, it's negative. Sorry. 98486,385. Good enough. Now remember our last k? Do you remember our last k was 0.00, I think it was 0001? Something like that. Look at this. Look at how small this k is. Okay? Now this happened, the Chernobyl meltdown, I don't remember what year it happened. 88? So how many years has it been since the Chernobyl meltdown?
What year?
It was 88, so 12, 20, almost 30. Let's go with 30 years, okay? Let's go with 30 years. Our master function is this. Our master function is this. 1 e to the negative 0.23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, not, yeah. 8, 9, 8, 4, 8, 6, 3, 8, 5, right? T. So it's been 30 years. I'm curious to know how much is still there. So all I would do is replace T with 30 times 30. I'm doing the math for you so you don't have to do this, all right? Well, it's approximately 0.9999999. Keeps going for a while and then 7 or something like that. So what does that mean? It's pretty much all still there, right? Now I have done some research on this and it does turn out that it's decaying a little faster because it's not completely just uranium-235, but it's still like, this is like 99% basically. It's like, I think it's somewhere around 92% in real life. All right. How much uranium-235 do you think was in that core when it melted down? Just take a guess. I mean, you have this nuclear reactor. Like, how much of this uranium-235 was there, like in pounds or in tons, or what do you think? Just when you think of a nuclear reactor blowing up in this huge catastrophic event. A ton? How much is a ton in pounds, roughly? Do y'all know? A ton? Ton is about 2,000 pounds. Any other guesses as to how much was in there? 50 kilograms?
I just feel like it's
50,000 tons? I'm going to pass the sign-in sheet around because I forgot last time. Do y'all care to know the answer? 10 pounds. 10 pounds. Yes, that's why they say it's very important that people don't get their hands on this stuff, because it doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. All right, so your homework I'm going to give you a homework problem that's not on your thing. A bone has, let's say, 3.7% carbon 14. How old is the bone? Now that's in addition to your homework, which is to finish off, what was it, page 93? 93 and 94. This and page 93, 94. I'm not going to collect that assignment. I just want you to be able to do that because I'm going to give you, that'll be on your test. All right, as soon as the sign-in sheet gets around, you're free to go play the lottery.